I am doing a workshop and I wanted to come in here live to tell you about it. I don't know why, because I could have just pre-recorded it, but I wanted to be live because I'm going to be doing a live tomorrow around the underground hypergrowth. What was it? Underground hypergrowth. Oh my God, I completely mind flanked on the live stream that I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Hello everybody, hashtag live vibes if you're joining me live. If this is the first time joining me live, let me know, hashtag live vibes. If you're on the after party, hashtag after party. So PR, do you guys feel like we haven't really, oh my God, I'm so out of practice with live streams. This is a vibe, hang on. Just got to get my shit together. Oh my God, don't you hate it when you get on a live stream and you're so awkward and you just are no, we are not going to continue with this live stream while we're being orkies. We can just speak to the orkies and let that out. It's funny that when you're in a live stream, the more that you are just oh my God, I'm feeling so awkward right now. I'm totally out of practice, haven't been live for friggin' ever. And when you just say that, it just lifts. Everything just lifts, and all of a sudden you can just say what you want to say, how you want to say it. It's going to be a whole vibe. Everybody's freaking texting me right when I go live. But anyway, I have a workshop, so I wanted to come on live because I wanted to tell you about this workshop that I got, because it is called HYPEPR. And anytime I have a strategy, oh my God, I just realized this is going to make this not be able to be recorded. Anytime I have a process that gets a name. So for example, Live Vibes is my live streams that sell. And then we have Creator Mind, which is my content creation course. Then we got Retriculate, which is my energy work. We got Beliefetics, which is my subconscious reprogramming. We've got Dreamspo, which is a fire hose of inspo for your big dreams. And now HYPEPR. So HYPEPR is this tactic, this strategy that I've been teaching inside of Me Brand, which is my master course. That's another name there. And I really felt like it was really important for you guys to have access to this, because I think for the last few years, we've been really focused on branding, aka me, branding, sales, marketing, but we don't even know what PR is. I've got a marketing, but a major in PR degree. And so I have a little bit of an edge there. But so many of the things that I do because of my PR background are actually things that are so important, and I see so many people missing that piece. And it's kind of non-consequential. You don't realize you're not doing it, and you don't realize you are doing it. That's the thing with PR in modern day PR. Back in the day, it was very obvious. PR, the way that you would do it, if you wanted to be, we didn't have social media back in the day when we were running our businesses like you guys. But if you wanted to get yourself out to people, and you wanted people to hear about your business outside of doing a paid ad inside of the yellow pages, or handing out flyers, or putting yourself on a billboard. Is it a billboard or a billboard? What is those ones where you put cork on them and they're a community board? That's the one. And the thing that you could do is you could host events, so you could do something really spectacular, and then you would contact the local journalist and you would get them to do a piece on you, but it wouldn't be an ad, it would be content for them, and it would be you talking about this event, and then they would interview you, and they would do an angle that would work for the newspaper, and then by default your business would be in the newspaper, your business would be featured in a roundabout back the front way. But very much that was your intention for the beginning. That is your intention from the beginning when you put a press release out and then they do an article on you. For example, I was in the newspaper when we were traveling around Australia, because I knew it was an angle. It was cool. We were traveling around Australia. My business was getting close to the 1 million. And I didn't actually have to do a press release, but this is what I would have done if I needed to do a press release. The thing with social media is the journalist found me and asked if he could do a piece around it. And the article read high school dropout, that's why I use that term, because I know that it's it's a hook. High school dropout about to hit $1 million while traveling. And then it had our story about traveling around Australia at the same time. So that was what they put into the newspaper. Hi, Oh my God, Jules is here. Hi, Jules. And so I didn't promote this anywhere. I'm just literally just going live real quick. But they put me into the newspaper, and obviously by default, roundabout, people found out about my business. That's PR. Like PR is, it doesn't look like marketing and it doesn't look like selling, but it is very much about getting yourself known. And branding is, the difference between branding is a real blurred line. The difference between branding and PR is super blurred. But the way that I look at it is like public relations, is your relationship with the public. That's the way that I see PR. That's the easiest way. And so that's, you can tell most people like say, I'm branding, I'm doing my branding, but some of it is managing your relationship with the public and some of it is branding. So when we actually focus on PR, then we're realizing got to focus on sales, I've got to focus on PR, and I've got to focus on selling, marketing, PR, and branding. Those are the four. You want to be focusing on all four of those, not just branding, not just sales, not just marketing, but all four. Because when you focus on all four, people are coming at you and to you from all different directions. And that's what I really feel like is missing, is this PR piece, which is not actually creating content. PR, you don't need to create anything new to actually tap into PR energy, to have people, the public, create a relationship with you. You can actually do that very self-generated with certain little micro moves that you do. Obviously, we're not all about getting ourselves in a newspaper these days. That's gone. That's dead in the water. That wouldn't matter. It wouldn't move any needles in your business at all. Hello, everybody. Hashtag Live Vibes if you're here. I'm just having a little bit of a little catch up with you guys, just a little vibe in around PR, because I really just noticed there's this massive gap of nobody talks about PR, and I talk about PR a lot inside of my Me Brand Masterclass, which I'm absolutely in love with. Now that is a $5,000, $5,555 masterclass. It's a real whole big meaty thing. I'm going to extract some of the master classes, some of the workshops out of it and sell them separately, just some of them, obviously. This is one lesson. This is one lesson in module one of the lessons, and it's a whole kit for you doing PR, but I'm going to do a live workshop with it as well. So here's how it goes. Here's what it looks like. We are going to do, you're going to get the list of 111 micro moves, like 111 PR micro moves that you can do to activate hypergrowth. Because here's the thing, you actually control the energy of your business, and so many people are not understanding how much they control the energy of their business through just micro actions. Most people, when they want to hypergrow their business, they're like, oh, I'm just going to create more. I'm going to post more. It is no use actually posting more when you're posting into a ghost town. And there's no use posting more if you're posting into an unactivated business, as in you can feel that in the atmosphere that it's just not popping. There's just not stuff going on in the backgrounds. There's no buzz. There's no hype. There's no clout. The atmosphere is like dead in the water. That's PR, because you probably built, okay, so think about this. Have you ever felt like in your business, who does this resonate with? You've got your business, you're doing your branding, you're doing your marketing, you're doing your PR, and I feel like my phone is going to overheat, so hopefully it doesn't. But anyway, you've got all of those things going on. You're doing your branding, you've got the aesthetics are on point, you're selling your little face off, so you're doing all the sales. And then you're doing the marketing, you're doing content marketing, you're creating content, but doing all those things and you're not sticking the landing, like the sales aren't dropping in, you're not sticking the landing, and it feels like manual labor, manual effort. Every sale is like manual effort, and it feels like nothing is going on. It feels like a dead floppy fish, like nothing is going on with your business. You're cranking out the content, you're being super consistent, you're doing all the marketing, you're doing all the sales, you're doing all the branding moves. But something just feels dead in the water with your business. That's PR. That is PR. Like red flag yourself as like, it's PR. I'm lacking PR. And so you are the person. So we can have external events, like external macro events in our business. Dead floppy fish, right? Oh my God. You know the feeling, right? Just everybody knows the feeling. Even at the $1 million mark, we know the feeling of when it's dead floppy fish. When I feel that energy, PR. I do my hype PR, which I'm going to share with you. So this workshop is $111. for the HYPEPR workshop, you get a whole list, you get a pre-recorded training, and then you get a workshop where we're going to workshop it out with you. But the thing with, and so the workshop is more going to be around, like, not so much like, let's do this thing, let's do this thing, let's do this thing. It's going to be like workshopping your angles with this. But the list is going to be, as soon as you get that list and as soon as you do that list, you are going to notice a difference. Like, I've been teaching this for so many years. I've been teaching it specifically since 2017, but I've been doing it since 2014. And I notice in my business when I don't do it, and I notice in my business when I do it. One of the other things that I notice with this is most of you guys do it very naturally at the beginning. And as you are rising and as you're going for big dreams and as you're going for big months, and then you have those big months and then you slack off with the little things, you keep going with the big things. You're like, I'm going to create that content. I'm going to post 2 posts a day. I'm going to do 2 reels a day. I'm going to do all my stories. I'm going to do all my sales. I'm going to send all my emails, and it's not working. When that is happening, it is PR. If it's not working and you're great at what you do and you're epic at what you do and it all of a sudden stops working, PR. Just think PR. Come to Jana. PR. She is the queen of PR on the internet without being the queen of PR, because I've never actually called it that on the front lines because most people aren't very familiar with PR, but I think it's time you learn. I think it's time that I put this stuff out on the front lines. So I have this method. I taught it in Me Brand. I've been teaching it for years, and every one of my clients, when they've got dead floppy fish energy going on with their business, we don't talk, we don't do anything, we don't create anything else, we don't do anything until we've done the HYPEPR protocol, so that when you do post more, when you do create more, if that is what you're going to do, it's not falling on deaf ears. It's not going into a ghost town. It's not going into a nothing. It's you actually, I don't think you realize how much you actually hold so much of the power in your business to generate the energy. And yes, external things can happen. So some people, they use outside external things, and as do I. I use outside external things to create buzz, hype, and clout in my business. So some people do celebrations, as I do, celebrations and like photo shoots, all those things. The photos from the photo shoot is branding. The journey of the photo shoot is PR. The sharing of, I'm getting a photo shoot, this is the vibes of the photo shoot, that is all like public relations. You're relating your photo shoot to the public. Does that make sense? So this is what I'm really big on with my clients that come to me. So when my clients come to me, and all of the ones that have cracked the million working with me, yay me, yay them, they're amazing, is they do 2 things. Every month we do a brand marketing event, which is essentially PR that I've wrapped up and packaged into something that is understandable, and a body of work. And the body of work is kind of like our sun. It gives us like this axis to gravitate on, of this body of work that you are going to build a brand around. You're going to launch, you're going to sell, you're going to market, you're going to create content around it. So everything has like this, it's like the sun. Everything revolves around it. It gives life and it gives energy to everything around it. Hey everybody, hashtag live vibes if you were here. If you're resonating with this, let me know. Let me know. We love a bit of a conversation. So, and P.S., by the way, who is like down with their PR, completely well-versed, understand everything to understand about PR? Because PR and branding are like just as important as each other as sales and marketing. Sales, and everybody just talks about sales and marketing and branding, and PR is not even a part of the equation. Yes, so I do this, do you work on both of these? In Figure 7, this is everything we do. So it's the support for the protocol. So I give them the protocol, I give them the Me Brand protocol, and what they can do for the 12 months. And so we have 6 months of freestyle, so I take each client on, and then I'm like, okay, are we going to start with 6 months of freestyle to figure out your flow? So we figure out your flow, or are we going to do 6 months of frameworking? So a lot of people come to me and they already have a flow going on. They're just ready to skyrocket. That's when we do the framework first. And then we do the next 6 months of freestyling, because I work with the free spirits of the internet. We don't want to plan 12 months ahead. And so I will gauge where they're at and what would be the best for them to be like, okay, we're going to framework for the next 6 months. sometimes we'll figure it out in the first 3 months. We'll figure out the flow in the first 3 months, and we'll be like, okay, we're doing 6 months of frameworking, and then we're going to do 6 months of freestyling. Freestyling, still, we're going to have bodies of work, and we're going to do our brand marking, but they're going to be almost like ideas that come from nowhere. That's the time to do random things like my HYPEPR. When you're in a freestyle phase, that's when like those ideas that you just want to like that come from nowhere. When I'm in a framework stage, I'm very I hold back on those random ideas that come through me, and a lot of it I do it as free content first and foremost, versus most people get this random amazing idea and then like, oh my god, it's a paid program, versus what if it's just a series on your social media first and then get it to be a paid program, because we've got bodies of work that are set. Like I've got Creator Mind that my Figure Seveners go through. I've got Me Brand that my Figure Seveners go through. I've got Retriculate. So Retriculate is my energy work course. So they go through that when they're having like full resistance vibes to implementing the plan that they come up with. So it's literally like you come up with a framework and then we like freestyle through it. And so Retriculate is the process that I use for my clients for when we're stuck, because we all get stuck. It's not like, if it was easy as, here's the plan, let's go. If it was easy as that, then everybody would be freaking doing it. I need to move because it's freaking bright as hell here. But yeah, to answer your question, yeah, that's what we do in Figure 7. So they get supported, as in Figure 7, we do fortnightly mentoring. So we basically get mentored where we're all doing the same protocol. We're doing the body of work, the brand marking. So it's all very, very relevant what everybody's going through at the same time. And I can't see myself at all. So what's the light like, guys? I don't know what it's like. Does that make sense? Love this. Do you work on both of these? And yes. So brand marking, body of work, that is the framework of my work. That's why my work works, because I have protocols that have worked with clients of all different industries. And a lot of the things that I teach, I want to work with the person. Here's the thing. Okay. Here's a little bonus for you guys. Oh, it's so hot here. Maybe I'll sit over here. It's just like the sun just goes right in that little spot, and then it's just like crazy. Let's see. Oh my god, the light from the window is going to be beautiful, but my poor little phone is going to be, oh, the lighting was great. Okay, maybe I should have just like dealt with it. That is going to be hot sitting there. Anyway, what do we reckon here? Here or the other one? Other one or here? And then I will get into another little code that I want to tell you guys, which is going to be fun. Oh, it looks great here too. Perfect. I don't know. Oh, wow, that's not great. That's good. It's all about the lighting, guys. It's all about the lighting. I can't concentrate. Why can't I concentrate, guys? I'm just excited. All right, what was I going to say? Oh my god, I completely forgot what I was going to say. So, oh my god, that's right. Okay, I have who wants a little bit of a random code, came from nowhere? I can't believe I'm going to say this code. Who would like that? Who would like one of those? Dropping a little nugget you never knew you were going to get. It's kind of not even related to PR, even though we're talking about PR. Yes, we want it. Okay. Either one, depends if you want to multitask and get a 10. Right, exactly. Okay. I have a lesson that I'm working on in Me Brand. So Me Brand's a massive master course that my Figure 7ers get, or you can purchase it separately. It's now $5,555. It's that, like, it's a direct replica of what I do with my one-to-ones. I've been coaching for over 12 years now, and my clients have cracked the millions. They've come to me like $500 months to 100K months. So from the beginning, from the get-go, but then also some people come to me 100K months. So I can work with the life workers that come with me as long as you're doing your life's work. If you're not doing your life's work and you're still figuring out what you want to do in life, I'm not the coach for you. I'm the coach for where you know what your life's work is, and you know what it is, and you want to like build $1 million business around it. Like you want to turn it into $1 million business so you can do it forever, so you can make a living doing what you love for a living, but get really good at it and get it out into the ethers. Anyway, hello everybody, hashtag live vibes if you're here. We're going to drop a random nugget, has nothing to do with HYPEPR, but everything to do with HYPEPR. It's got everything to do it. So yesterday I was workshopping one of the lessons that I have with my Me Branders, because they get a live hot seat call every month for the next 6 months, so that's a vibe. And there's this thing that I've been doing with my clients, and I didn't know, and I've done it from the beginning, and I didn't know how to like articulate it to make it teachable, so I can teach it to you, all you guys. Now, what it is this. I'm just going to give you the code, and you can take it and run with it. Obviously, there's so much to it because it's like a 40-minute training, so there's so much into it. Okay, let's mini workshop this. Hashtag mini workshop down below. And this is, I want you to feel this because I could tell you the strategy, but I want you to feel it and experience it. And then you will know. I need to go over here because literally my phone will like overheat if I don't. I have an idea, you guys. I have an idea. We could sit on the floor. You know I love to sit on the floor. Oh, actually, I can't sit on the floor, you guys. Oh, yeah, I could actually. I have to just put this all down here. All right, what is your life's work? What do you do for a living? What is your life's work? Are you a mindset coach? Are you a psychiatrist that specializes in parenting? Are you a naturopath? Are you a boudoir photographer? I'm talking about like some of my clients at the moment. So boudoir photographer. Who else have we got? We've got naturopath. We've got Amy's a naturopath. I have nutritionists. I have psychiatrists that are doing their life's work. I have mindset coaches. I have people that are teaching constellation work. Some people are branding experts. That's the vibe we've got. Oh, this is good. Okay, I can deal with this. This is way better. I just want to sit on the ground, you know. Ground sitting is my vibe. Oh, yes. So we need to know what your life's work is before we can really like workshop this for you. What is your life's work? Oh, yes. I love this. This is good. This is good. Oh, this is so good. Yes, I feel so much more comfortable. I just needed to be on the floor. I just needed to be on the floor. That's what happened. Needs to be on the floor. Okay, so my life's work is big dreams. Sales and love coach. Yeah, I love that mixture. What a cool mixture. Okay, so, right. Coaching is in session, you guys. Right, so I am a big dreams coach. Essentially, I help my clients achieve their big dreams. As fluffy as that sounds, it's as real as hell. It's so real. As in, what is your big dream with your business? Business is the vehicle and the vessel for us to achieve our big dreams. So I don't work with anyone that comes to me I just want to I have goals with my business and I want to crack these goals. It's not really a big dream. I don't really care. Those aren't my clients. It's clients with big dreams. They've got this that they want to do. They want to do this. They want to do that. They've got big dreams. They want to have this beautiful lifestyle as well as this beautiful business. And they want to have like balance and big dreams and belief and bringing it. They want to feel like they're bringing it with their business as well, right? And so my values. So now what I want you to do is now sales and love coach. Now I want you to tell me what is one principle, like a ride or die principle that you teach in your work that is non-negotiable, that when your clients come to you, it's like, I'm not going to budge on this. This is not budgeable. This is not, I'm choking on my hair. This is not something that I'm willing to bend to. For me, one of the principles is that it's going to work the way that I want it to work. Let's have a sip of coffee so we don't choke on hair. So these could be like mantras, but they're non-negotiable, like, I guess they're like tenets. So T-E-N-E-T, like authenticity, perfect. So for me, it's being yourself. So for some of my clients, it's simplicity. So their protocols are all around simplicity. Some are all around, like my beautiful client, Linda. She teaches aware parenting. Loving limits is her life's work, and she teaches around, she has courses and stuff around loving limits, and it's around parenting. Sales is service. When you sell, we transform lives. Yes, okay. Give me more, guys. Okay, so let's even go deeper. So principles to live by in that field of work. So for me, balance is my business model. That is a principle that I live by. It could be another one that I have is the way you want it to work is going to work. It's another one. It's big dream. Business is the vehicle and the vessels for my big dream. So I have to have a big dream. So anytime it's like small thinking, I should dream smaller, that's too big. Every time like I'm on that wicket, it's not aligned with my life's work. I'm going somewhere with this. This is going to like be so mind-blowing for you, and it's going to change the way that you do business forever and ever. Amen. All right. So when you have these guiding principles, these ride or die principles, a lot of people teach these things. So maybe it's in relationships. So you teach something in relationships. So it could be, what are some things that they teach in relationship? Like masculine and feminine balance in relationship. Whatever you teach. Oh, this is perfect. So your relationship is a vehicle for transformation, becoming your most expressed and true self. This is perfect. Okay. So the lesson that I've been formulating in Me Brand is how to execute this, but I'm going to give it to you of like how to think about it. Your business needs to be a direct replica of your life's work. So the container for which you're producing your life's work, your business, must be operational or operationalized in the exact same manner with the exact same principles that you teach in your life's work. So with my clients that in their life's work around being a naturopath, one of the guiding principles is simplicity. So when we template that into her business cannot be complex. It has to be simple. And anytime we're looking at different complicated situations and complicated funnels or complicated sales page, have to pare it back and be simple, even though we can load it up. We've got all these resources and of capability and capacity, we can do it. So it's not even just being in integrity with your values, it's like your business needs to be a direct replica of your life's work. So for me, balance has always been a big dream for me. So my business, even now with all of this time to work, balance is my business model. So I will be gone from the studio for like 5 or 6 days. I could be here every single day from 9 to whenever I want, but I'm not, because balance is my business model. My business has to operate within my realms of balance. It has to, because otherwise it's not a direct replica of my life's work. The big dream is the balance. I have to dream big. So big dreams. So with my business right now, my next goal is 8 figures, and that feels crazy, stupid, ridiculous, insane. But I wouldn't be being, I guess the word is congruent. I wouldn't be congruent with my life's work if that wasn't the goal. So it's not even about like, do I want it? Do I not want it? I don't need 8 figures. It's not the point. My business is and has to be a direct replica of my principles that I teach in my business, in my life's work. So big dreams, I have to have big dreams with my business, even if it's not required. I don't need 8 figures. I really don't. But my business needs me to rise to the occasion because it's a principle that I have. Dream bigger, big dreams, shoot for the moon, land amongst the stars. So anytime I'm like, you know what about 3 million? You know what? Like, what about a $3 million year? What about something more doable, more easier? Why 8 figures? Why did you go like 7 figures? I cracked 7 figures, 7 different types of 7 figures, like 7 figures in a year, 7 figures in 12 months, 7 figures in 8 months. Cracked all these little $1 million milestones. And then the next one was like, okay, well, I guess we do 8 figures now. Because that is congruent with my brand. It's congruent. And then how this relates to PR is I am a walking, talking embodiment of my principles, and it's not just branding. It's public relations, public perception. Is because I dream big in my brand and my business, the public relations, the PR around that hits. And so everything that you're doing in your business, if you are being complicated, but your biggest thing is simplicity, then what are you doing? If you are more about the intricacies, but you're being really broad and very non-detail orientated in your business. No. Is this making sense? Is this landing? This is deep. It is. It is an extension of yourself. Embodiment in your business with our life's work. Yeah. So anytime my clients are like Tom, Dick, Harry, or Sally, because, we're scrolling the internet, we see this strategy, we see that tactic, we see this technique, we see this new ridgy-dig cool thing that you can do. And so, I just had another thing of like how I've implemented this recently. Oh, I will tell you guys. Just put a pin in that. Balance. It's about balance and bodies of work. So put balance and bodies of work. Let's just talk about it now. Are you ready? So I've realized I'm doing this workshop HYPEPR. So this workshop HYPEPR that I'm doing for you guys is going to be a live workshop. Balance and bodies of work. Thank you for tracking with me. This is so fun. This is so good for a spontaneous live stream. I didn't even email about it. You guys, whoever's here is just meant to be here. The way that I've implemented this into my life and my business of recent is last year I created balance in my business by going the other way, as in spending 10 years of showing up every single day consistently on the internet to having big chunks of like 6 weeks off, not live streaming, completely kind of like offline, off grid, but nobody noticed until, like, people did notice that know me, but nobody noticed that didn't know me. They were like, she still shows up, she's super consistent, she's super devoted, but people that know me know the different cadence that I was showing up in. So I went on a sabbatical, but I wanted to do a really strategic sabbatical that nobody knew I was on a sabbatical for like 8 months until I told you guys. And I told you guys after 8 months. So I wasn't doing live streams. I was doing reels and creative work, but a lot of deep work in the back end of my business, but I wasn't doing live work. I was doing all of my client work. I restructured a lot of my programs, so I wasn't creating live programs. I wasn't live launching, and I needed to like balance out that part of my business where it was fully, completely real time. So my business was fully real time. It was, what am I inspired to create today? Let's create that. What am I inspired to launch today? Let's launch that. And it was very real time based. What are we launching? What are we running? Live round, live round, live round. We're doing a live round of Creator Mind. We're doing a live round of Retriculate. We're doing a live round of Belief Ethics. We're doing a live round of Big Dreams Bootcamp. It was all live launch based, and then people would just come into Figure 7 because they're going through these live courses. They're doing the live course, which is sometimes like 11 days of 1 hour to 2 hour live streams every single day for like 11 days, right? So I'm doing that, and then I realized at the end, I very much realized when it was time for my sabbatical, that is now no longer congruent with my business values, and so my life's work. So big dreams, belief, balance, be yourself, bringing it online. And so there's a couple more, but those are like the main principles. And balance being my business model was one of them, but also big dreams. And so the big dream that I had was 8 figures. Now, I knew at that capacity, so my next big dream was 8 figures, right? And is. And so I was doing it. I'm like, this is exactly, absolutely not how you want to crack 8 figures. So I'm like, well, I've got to make my business in alignment with my big dream, or else it's not the big dream. And so that's a huge thing with me, is if it's not a big dream on the way, then it's not a big dream at all. It's going to be hard. There's going to be days where your big dreams are really hard to go for. It's going to be hard, for sure. But if it's not a big dream on the way, it's not a big dream at all. That's like, it's huge, right? That's like a huge thing. And that is a principle. That's a value for me. That's why balance is a big part of it. And so when I was like, I don't want to hit, I can't be in congruence with my life's work and hit 8 figures with my live work the way that I do my work at that time. I can't do it like that because it wouldn't be in congruence with my life's work. See how it's like, it doesn't make sense? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go do my dream sabbatical, because that was a dream at the end of my 10 years of showing up every single freaking day on the internet and doing literally live launched every month for 10 years. Try to win that. Have you done that? Live launched a course every month for 10 years? I don't think so. Maybe you did. I don't know. I needed a reset, because I'm like, I don't want to go to 8 figures like that. I absolutely can, but it's not in congruence with the big dream. It wouldn't look like a big dream. It wouldn't feel like a big dream. It wasn't the big dream. And so I went away and I was like, I'm going to build the back end of my business. I'm going to build a master course so that I don't need to be taking on every client one-to-one to give them my protocol that is so successful, so proven, and it works every time. And it works in a way that it works with the way that you work, because that's one of my principles. It has to work in with your preferences, the way that you like to work, the way that you are. And so it's very flexible with each of my clients. It's very adaptable with each of my clients that come through. And I wanted to take this. I've been coaching my clients for 10 friggin' years, and I wanted to go like, you know what? I need to put this into a master course, and it's not going to take 2 seconds. Thank you. That's wildly inspiring. Thank you. It's going to be taking, by the time this master course gets finished, it's a year. And it's like writing a book, but harder, because you're doing the videos and you've got to do the visuals and you've got to talk and you've got to upload and you've got to make sure everything makes sense. And also the way that I'm doing Me Brand is, it's not based on, here, let me teach you everything about PR. Here, let me teach you everything about marketing. Here, let me teach you and just brain dump on you 10 years of marketing experience. Let me just brain dump 10 years of PR experience. Let me just brain dump 10 years of sales online. Let me just brain dump 10 years of launching. No, it's not like, here's a thing on launching, here's a thing on branding, here's a thing on marketing, here's a thing on PR. It's actually really strategic the way that I roll it out. I wanted to emulate a relationship with a client, and what I would teach a client every month. I don't give them everything that they need to know about PR under the sun every month. It's, what are they doing this month, and what do they need to know so they can implement this strategy, they can implement this tactic, this technique. What do they need to know now? And then the next month, it's like, when they need to know this next thing, that's going to come through. There's going to be a time and place for everything. So I emulated it of a 6-month protocol. I wanted to make it 3 months. I really, really did. But I know that the actual butterfly effect doesn't happen from my protocol for 3 months. It's like, you'll notice it instantly if you've already been rocking it. It's going to take like 3 months to really have that catapult, like feel it. And then there's all different factors of like, did you actually do the 3 months? Did you kind of like stall? Did you have big gaps? Did you slow down? Obviously, we do a lot of energy work that condenses those little gaps. Anyway, it takes a lot of time to create like a year-long replica of your one-to-one work that is $70,000. Like, my one-to-one work is $70,000 a year, and I wanted to do a replica of it. Like, how do I do a replica of this for my clients that are doing their life's work, that are experienced experts in their field of expertise? And so I created Me Brand. So that gave me, like, now I have Me Brand. Module 1 is done. We're rolling out Module 2, and it's going to be the next 6 months of rolling these out live. Anyway, where was I getting? I was getting somewhere with this. Okay, so then I did that, and then I did Figure 7, which is the supported role, like supporting you going through Me Brand and all of the other elements of growing your $1 million personal brand, doing your life's work. Your personal brand that is for your life's work. So you build the personal brand that lifts up your life's work business. And so I created Figure 7, like a rearranged Figure 7 to be the support. And then I have Figure 8 for if you're at 30K months already. So that's like the up level of Figure 7. And then I had Dreamspo Club, which is all of my energy work. So I created Dreamspo Club, my energy work membership, and my Big Dreams Manifestation membership, and subconscious reprogramming, and then Me Brand and Figure 7. So Dreamspo, Me Brand, Figure 7. Oh my God, so good, so good. Spent all the time doing that omnipresent offers, like that are always available, omnipresent. And now the balance is going back into the live work. So here you are, I'm back into the live work, but it's back into live workshops, live real-time creation that I'm doing, so doing live workshops, then if you want to come into Me Brand or if you want to come in Figure 7, you will know if which one's the right channel for you to go into. Because these are like those programs like Dreamspo, Me Brand, Figure 7, it's very much you know who I am, you know what I do, you've experienced my work in some way, shape or form before. And my best way to get that to you is through workshops. Through random workshops that are teaching one implementable, you're going to see tangible results that day from that thing as soon as you implement it. That's what I love. The only reason I'll do a workshop is I want you to see, feel, experience the results that day. Like, it's got to be tactile or tangible. Otherwise, I'm not workshopping it. It's not going to be a workshop. It might be like a guide or something. And so that was me balancing my business so that I can be full real-time vibes. I can be full live vibes, but as also I have the live vibes and the omni vibes. So the live vibes and the omni vibes give me this perfect balance. So my business is completely in alignment with my values. As a long way to tell that story, but I guess it really, really makes sense now that you've heard both, is live vibes and omni vibes. So the omni vibes is I took a year to like get those done. Now we're back to some live vibes. And it's not going to be like live courses and things like that, but live workshops, and then you can come into some of my programs which are pretty much all live, like Figure 7 and Dreamspo are live. So yeah, that's the vibes. That is your little workshop for today, that you get to go out into the world and workshop is your brand, is your business in alignment with your life's work. And if it's not, we've got to like do some tweaks, and how to present that is PR. How to get that presented to the internet is PR. And in the Hype PR workshop that we are running, I'm going to give you a list, 111 things. It's $111, so put down below Hype PR if you want to join us in the Hype PR workshop. 111 micro actions to create hypergrowth. And it's not about creating anything new. It's not specifically. You can create stuff new, but don't go out into the internet like, oh, I want a quantum leap without doing your Hype PR first. Do the Hype PR and you'll find everything that hits after you've done your Hype PR. And it might take you an hour, it might take you a couple of hours, and you do it one time really big, and then you kind of just like stack it from there. And that's PR. It's putting PR into your marketing plan, because so many of you guys are just marketing and selling and launching and branding and not doing PR. And if you do both, it's going to create an explosion. It's balance, right? There you go. That's my vibes. I wanted to tell you all about my workshop that we have coming up. You can go to my stories to get the link, or you can DM me, Hype PR, and I will send you the link. It's part of Dreamspo or separate. It's separate. It is a separate workshop. It's part of Me Brand. It's actually a part of Me Brand. But if you're in Figure 7, you get everything. If you're in Me Brand, you're going to be getting the kit. Because it's a strategic one, it's not in Dreamspo, but with in Dreamspo is the whole energetic situation. Figure 7 is the whole energetic plus strategic situation. It's going to be the vibe. Hope you guys have the best day ever. Message me for all the details about all the things, and I will see you in the next video. Chief Big Dreams Genie, the internet is out. Woo!